One of the critical points of building a team is building trust. And so part of the trust, especially in the beginning, was just having them trust me. And the way I did that was by trying to get to know them and getting them to know me. And so that's the first step, and that took a little time. And then once we started working on these business issues and business objectives and coming up with our purpose, I mentioned to them somebody I could trust, who was Jim Cardwell, who runs Connections, and asked them if they would trust him along with me to help us get to where we want to go. And always giving them the ability to give me feedback, to say no, to provide critical, license in whatever it is that we're doing. And so I think just the fact that I asked for them to trust and gave them the ability to say no, I think took us a long way in terms of moving us forward as an organization.
Well, we made these changes a couple of years ago, and there are so many areas of Jeanne D'Arc Credit Union that have improved. It's really amazing.
We've focused on different things. We've had plans in place where we wanted to grow deposits or we wanted to grow loans, and we had a focus, and we knew that we were going to pay attention to that, and that was going to be our goal as an organization, and work together to achieve that, whatever it was.
Things such as how we service each other internally have gone way up. We run the Net Promoter Survey 3 times a year. Our Net Promoter Score just came in, and it's the highest it's ever been. We are getting more projects done, both at an organizational level and a department level, than we ever have before. From a company standpoint, we are gaining market share. Although the economy has struggled over the past couple of years, we've had actually 2 pretty good years in terms of growth. So we've remained ahead of the competition and actually ahead of the economy, if you look at it that way. Employees are much more engaged and empowered than they were a couple of years ago. They feel much more part of the team. At the employee meetings that we have, the employees ask questions. They're not intimidated. They feel comfortable giving feedback, asking challenging questions that in the past they would not have been asked. So overall, employees are enjoying their work experience much more as a result of a lot of these changes.
So it's things like that that have resulted in us today, just 2.5 years later, growing $250 million in assets, which, as I thought about it, it's about a 40% increase in a little over 2 years. So our membership has grown, our assets have grown, all of our survey results have gotten better, both externally with members and internally with employees. And a lot of what people, especially employees, point back to is the fact that we communicate better, they know what's important, and they're involved in coming up with solutions to getting things done.
I think this past year, with not only Connections, but with the new Tremont Yard building, as well as with the rebranding, I think there's a whole new attitude here at the credit union, an attitude that people want to be part of this organization because we're going somewhere.
It really makes it easier in order to want to come to work each day, to know that people are held accountable for their actions, good and bad. It definitely gives you a sense of belonging, it gives you a sense of purpose, and it makes you really feel good about the success of the organization.